Hey everybody, it's Scott Chase from Q108, and it's story time! And I'm going to read you a book today that is as old as me, and because of that, I have to be very careful of the pages because this could very well fall apart in my hands. But this is called Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendack. And I know your parents are probably always trying to get you to calm down, but for this book we're allowed to get a little wild, so this could be fun. All right, let's get to it. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and Pictures by Maurice Sendack. So he was a good artist too. All right. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him "Wild Thing," and Max said, "I'll eat you up." And then he was sent to bed without eating anything, because it's not very good to talk back to mom. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And I can't turn the page. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed him terrible claws. And Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." And so it did. Be careful if you're having a rumpus right now in the house, because we don't want to knock anything over and break. But it looks like there was a little bit of dancing, jumping, hanging from trees. And maybe even a parade. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed, without their supper, by the way. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely, and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are, but the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. And Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. And that's where the wild things are.